And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the grand finals, as grand finales here of the Sparkling Tuna Cup number 131. Again, your weekly dose of Tuna Cup action. It's an open tournament here, and we've had some interesting results coming in, of course. Classic, he was the #1 seed coming into this event, but Krystianer, he brought down Percival earlier in the broadcast, and now we're here in our grand finals. As a reminder as well, this will not be a best of 5. It usually is. It usually is a best of 5, but here today, both players have agreed on a shorter series. It will be a best of 3. Looks like there's a bit of a more urgent matter upon us here when it comes to Krystianer, so he isn't as available. So we're more than happy to accommodate for a shorter series this week, just this week. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Welsh Out, we have the Polish Protoss player. We have the red Protoss representing onside. It is Krystianer. And spawning in the right-hand corner, we have the blue Protoss player, the blue Protoss himself, representing Virtus Pro. It is Classic. Let's go. Let us go. As Krystianer does hide his pylon, top left, does hide his pylon, does hide his proxy. Likewise, 2-gate opener back at home. So far it looks like a standard opener from both of our players, but Krystianer does commit here to his proxy, as he does keep his probe out in the corner of the map. Looking like a Stargate, looking like our initial proxy. Shows what you got. Waiting for the Cybercore. Cybercore is now finishing up. Gases are available. And Stargate is on the way. Meanwhile, before I forget, if you're in the chat, you know what time it is Gamba time. Predictions are open and place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we are getting into our initial best of 3. Let's go. Again, proxy Stargate at Krystianer, Robo out of Classic. Ooh, okay, so Classic, he does scout, he does know that a pylon is missing, so he reads this as an all-in, so he defends, or he reacts with his own defensive Robo, but he scouts top left, and he will find it. No, Classic, he does find the Stargate, he's fully aware, and now he can respond in kind. Again, a Robo, ooh, and he forces a cancel. No shot, he will force a cancellation here. The Stargate is cancelled, the pylon has been found. Behind this, we have an episode of moving out across the map through the center, but so far a shaky start here for Krystianer, as it looks like he's forced to expand. Forced to expand. And Classic, he respond with his own all-in, by the way. Yep, there's that Nexus. Forced to expand. Stokes moving out. And do we throw down a third gateway? That's what I'm looking for. A third gateway. Krystianer so far is holding his own. Prism is on the way. Oh, catching out one of the Stalkers, not bad. Does catch one. As reinforcements are coming in. Collapsing the army. There we go. Stalker does go down. Oh, they trade 1-to-1. Yes, second Stalker goes down for Classic. Still trades. Yes, still does trade. Behind this Prism is coming in. We can micro, we can juggle our units, and we can reinforce. Classic can keep going. Behind this, do we have a shield battery? We do. One battery so far at the natural. Classic moves in. Remember, he's not all in. But he does have 2 gateways. Yeah, he's got his 2 gateways. Classic is reinforcing. And jumping into the main with a force field. Ooh. And with the sentry as well, locks in the army, and he juggles down. He's trying to lock him in. I know, he's trying to. He tries to lock him in. There's, I think, one more fortune available. Nah, not quite. Not quite. Attempted cheeky play there by Classic, but doesn't quite pull it off. Forced back, and both players are expanding. Krystianer does have a worker lead. True. He's ahead in workers. He's making probes. Behind this, going for a motor production. So is Classic. So far, Krystianer is in a stronger position. Classic, he needs to find some damage here, and so far he has not. Krystianer is so quick to pull away. He pulls away. As the Upset get called out, instead of quite fine damage, he's nice and mining. Classic is holding, building up his forces. Again, so far, Krystianer still has an edge. So I'm Classic to find some damage, shooting into a mineral line to catch out the prism. As he is just a little bit late to intercept. Yeah, a little bit late. To it up, say one-shot probes, and Krystianer is making his way into the mineral line. He's coming. He's heading for the natural. Classic reinforcing. There is an area here in the main base that is not actually covered by any vision, so you can actually try to just send everything into the main. Ferry in. At the same time, it ups to get across the map. So far, they deny mining. And Classic, he commits. Yeah, he just commits. Workers are going down. That's a lot of damage here. 5 probes. 5 probe kills. He commits. He wants that sentry. So far, decent juggling. Saves the stalkers. He pulls away. 1 stalker goes down. Losing 1, losing 2. Yeah, Classic does miss control, and Krystianer, he holds. He holds. He completely shuts us down. The all-in is failing. Krystianer, who's already ahead, he takes a better fight, takes down the Immortal. The juggling isn't there. GG gets called, and Krystianer takes game number 1. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Again, back at home, Classic, he was being crippled economically. He was losing probe after probe, and likewise, Classic was forced all in. He failed to break through. We had some messy micro when it came to the Warp Prism, and Krystianer takes the lead. GG, well played. Does take a lead in the series. Now we're going to be loading into game number 2. And again, bearing in mind, it was a rough start for Krystianer. He got found out. He was going for the proxy Stargate. He got scouted, forced to cancel, forced to expand. But it was Classic that had a later expansion himself and was down in workers and couldn't quite punish either. He only had a 2-gate follow-up, and he tried to be aggressive, but Krystianer, he caught up. He was able to keep up, able to defend. GG. GG, well played. And with that, we have potentially 1 game left in the series. Remember, this is going to be a shorter series here this week. Oh boy. We're loading into Defender's Lab. We're loading into game 2 here. In game 2, Defender's Lab is an interesting map. Typically, I want to say this favors more mid-game play, but at the same time, it's PvP. Like, anything can happen. Like, we tried to proxy in game 1. We could actually proxy here in game 2 instead. We can just commit. As spawning in the top right-hand corner of Defender's Lab, we have the Polish Protoss player. We have the red Protoss representing onside. Leading the series 1-0, it is Krystianer. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the blue Protoss player, the South Green Protoss, representing Protoss Pro. It is a Classic. Let's go. Let us go. As we are diving into our PvP. So we are going to be diving in. Probes are moving out. Eyes are on Classic. The pressure's on. Again, Krystianer is up in the series. He's up in the series. Was able to pull a fast one on Classic. Forced aggression out of him. Shut it down. This time, 2-gate opener back at home for Krystianer, and likewise, same for Classic. Oh, hello. Second probe is sent out. Classic, he's committing. He's got one scouting across map. The other is in the center. So we're going for a proxy pylon, and we're hiding on the top side. Looks like a proxy Stargate. Again, it's closer by air, longer by ground. Looks like a Stargate. Could be a fake out as well. True, true. Could be fake. Nah, we commit. Oh, let's get... no, we're clowning, but we're clowning. So proxy Robo out of Krystianer, proxy Stargate out of Classic. Who does this favor? Oh, so we have encountered this position before. Obviously, the proxy Robo is completely all in. The Stargate is risky. First, let's confirm what the proxies are. Yep, Stargate versus Robo. It's what we assumed. Now we have confirmation. Now, when it comes to the Stargate, The downside here of having a proxied is that it is not at home to defend, right? It means that if you try to produce any defensive units here, they're going to be heavily delayed because they're coming in from across the map. The initial Oracle has a lot of potential because you're going proxy Oracle and you can cripple the economy and then cripple the all-in, but because your Stargate's out on the map, you can't make defensive Void Rays, right? Your defensive Void Rays are going to be very delayed. I mean, if just not non-existent. Against the all-in, this will hurt defensively, but if you can pull off a defense and warp in some sentries and get a robo going and try to hold the line here at your ramp and try to buy time, then this Oracle has potential to cripple your opponent. But more often than not, I do favor the proxy robo player, but we'll see. As here comes the Oracle. Oracle is on the way. Oh no, he finds it. Yeah, Classic does find the proxy. He's now aware of the all-in. Classic is aware he can start to prepare. Prepare. Likewise, Krystianer, he scouts the pylon is missing, but he doesn't know what's going on exactly. And he might not be in position. Adept does shade in. This does keep the Stalkers back at home. One probe. One probe so far. Just the one. Oracle, ooh, doesn't quite commit. The Adept is trying to cause a distraction, distract the Stalkers. Second Oracle's on the way. And Immortals are amassing. War Prism as well. Again, because the initial Adept harass Krystianer, he is stuck in the main. Adept does poke in, gets one more probe. Ooh, gets two. Yeah, late reaction. Late reaction, they control there by Krystianer. Two Oracles, they can ignore two Stalkers. Like, they can just dive. They can just dive in. There's not much DPS output here from Krystianer. He's pushing. The Oracles, they commit into the main base, and they will cripple the economy. Gets one, 2, 3, 4, up to 5. There's a third Stalker there. Okay, a third Stalker and a sentry punishes the Oracles. Here comes Krystianer. Send it. Where's the army? Oh, he F2'd. He F2'd back home. One forward. He's panicking. We gotta commit. We gotta send it, man. We gotta send it. Here we go. He's out pushing with his two Immortals. Krystianer, he defends. Back at home, what do we have to defend? We have 4 Stalkers, and now enough time has passed where we have a defensive Robo and defensive Immortal. Oh, the longer this goes on, I mean, the more concerned I'm going to be here for Krystianer. We have 3 batteries ready. Soon to be 4 batteries. Sentry gets caught. Nice catch here for Classic. Catching in a Sentry. Adepts, they do shade into the mineral lines, getting 3 probes. 3 so far. And 3 probe kills. Meanwhile, we do snipe 1 gateway. There's 1 gateway left. Because this is taking so long, we might even see Krystianer expand. He may choose to contain and expand instead. We'll see. He does have to be careful here. Joe goes back. Limited anti-air. Ooh, the Oracle does punish. Let's control so far by Krystianer. Oh, the Sentry, no! The Sentry goes down. Losing 2 Sentries, massive pickoffs. And the Adept as well. There's some brutal losses here for Krystianer. Remember, it's 1 base versus 1 base. Oh, there was a pylon in the main. There's a pylon inside of the main. Again, it feels like a very messy all-in out of Krystianer. He has built up to 4 Immortals. It is a heavy Immortal count, but I don't know if I see him breaking this position here. Prism moves out with the Immortal. This is risky here by Classic. Back at home, there's nothing to defend. There's going to be 1 shield battery. And there are defensive force fields. And sure, Krystianer, he will get this gateway, but again, it's just buying time. The gateway is buying time. Here comes the drop into the main. Krystianer, we gotta go. Takes on the pylon, depowers the gateways. Krystianer now he commits. Again, it's late. Oh my god, losing 1 Stalker. 1 Stalker goes down. The boys are being pulled. We shall go back. Oh no, the Immortal. Oh my god, clutch save. He saves one of the Immortals. And he shouldn't lose the others. Once again, he kites back. The Immortal's getting low. Taking a lot of hits. Oh no! Taking a lot of damage. 1 Immortal goes down. He loses 1. Just 1. Yeah, he will lose 1 Immortal. But he does break in at the same time across the map. Boys are being pulled. Ooh, he was distracted. Losing 1 more. He's down to 3. He had 5 immortals, now he's down to 3. Miscontrol by Krystianer. Even here as well, he's gonna be careful. Yeah, you can see him panicking. Yeah, he pulls back, he does miss some shots. He attacks the plates. Now it's not the time. Oh my god. Yeah, some panic control there from Krystianer. As he did miss a lot of shots there. No. Lift, Bappy, lift. Oh my god, he tries the guy back. Takes down the final immortal. Oh, the juggling. He has no anti-air. Oh no, he has to lift. Yeah, he has to juggle. Oh god, it's gonna cost him an immortal, down to 2. 2 immortals left. Drops into the mineral line. We're getting chaotic at the same time. No pros for Krystianer. GG gets called, and Classic ties up the series 1-1. We're going to the ace match. GG. Whew. GG, well played in the end. Krystianer again, he did panic. It did look like panicked micro there from Krystianer, where he had the edge, he had the advantage. Took him a long time to push up the ramp, and likewise there as well, because it took him so long, he lost his gateway, so he had less reinforcements. The micro was lacking, he was missing shots, so where otherwise he could have maybe dealt with the immortal a little bit faster. It was just very tense, of course, and with that we're going to the ace match. We're going to game 3. There's a world where this could have been a 2-0 in favor of Krystianer. Not gonna lie, like there's 100%. There's a world where that could have happened. But we're getting into the ace match. Here we go. As we're getting ready for that third and final game. And where are we dropping? So we are loading into game 2. We have our lobby. Loading into Void. Okay. Loading into Void Storm. Oh no. I'm ready for the nonsense. Now, we have yet to experience a PvP on Void Storm, and I feel like you have to all in, right? It's like I feel like the map favors that kind of play so heavily, I would imagine. I'm ready for it. Show us what you got. I'm ready for the double proxy robo. Kibj, baby, Kibj. As spawning in the top left-hand corner of Void Storm, we have the Polish Protoss player. We have the red Protoss representing onside. It is Krystianer. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the blue Protoss player. We have the South Korean Protoss representing Virtus Pro. It is Classic. Go. Let us go, as we are going to be opening up, and we're going to be settling in. Now, the reasoning why I believe that we should be seeing aggression here is because, 1, the rush distance by ground is quite short. 2, because we have the healing pad. We have a healing pad at dead center in the center here. This does favor aggression, does favor pushes, does favor army engagements, making use of this healing pad. So I'm curious to see how our players decide to make use of this. Bearing in mind that this is the AVEX version, so air blockers have been added to the healing pad that will disrupt, and that will of course deny any kind of air units making use of the healing pad itself. Outside of that though, ground units can fully make use of this, including Immortals, for example, Stalkers, early game aggression. For now, 2-gate. 2-gate opener out of Krystianer, 2-gate opener out of Classic. Show us what you got. As Classic does veer off towards the top side. Krystianer as well. Based on these locations here, we'll see where we settle. This looks like either a fake out or a proxy Stargate. Classic, this looks like he'll commit. Okay. So Krystianer throws in his pylon, then he abandons it to scouts. Meanwhile, Classic, he pulls back, but he can always go back in. Yeah, he's going back in the direction of the pylon. Is it also a fake out? Looks like it is. Still waiting for the Cybercore. Still waiting for the Cybercore. Yeah, Probe does go back to the pylon. This is not a bad location for a proxy robo. And there it is, Proxy Robo, one base all-in. So Classic's going for the all-in. Krystianer, he went for the fake out, but Classic never scattered, so the fake out does nothing, right? Like, there is no fake out in the end. Ooh, Krystianer setting up on the low ground for the expand. Now, Krystianer, he does scout that the pylon is missing. He's aware that something is wrong. He is aware. Reactively, no shot he expands. No, he goes to the Krystianer. This might just be a build or a loss, actually. 2-gate opener straight into the Nexus. Meanwhile, Krystianer, he sees. Now he knows. Yeah, now he's aware of the all-in. Robo has been found. It's going to be a tough hold to Krystianer. It's going to be tough. We'll see if he can. I mean, knowing is half the battle, right? He scouts a proxy. He can try to fight for control of the map. He can fight for control. Does poke in. Catching one adept. Nice pickup. Going for the pylon. Can he depower? No shot. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Can he do it? 2 more seconds. Oh my god, he will. He will depower, but the Immortal pops out just in time. The Immortal does punish, catching out the Sentry. Sentry goes down. Gets the Sentry. But this will delay the Prism. True. War Prism is delayed. Adepts say catch out one of the Stalkers. Classic is still going. He's still coming. Pushing towards the bases. Getting into with his shield battery. Yeah, the Stalker opening gets punished. Mortal pulls away. Stalkers are stuck on the high ground. Yeah, they struggle to defend. And again, this Nexus is not helping. It's hurting more than anything. As the pylon goes down, Krystianer, no, he's trapped. No, he's stuck in the main. Robo's repowered. A Prism is on the way. The Prism is coming. And Krystianer is trying to keep up, getting his own defensive Immortal. Krystianer, he needs more time. Classic on the low ground, thinking about expanding. Stargate. He goes Stargate first. Stargate into Phoenix. Again, just nibbling away at the wall. Gets another pylon, gets a probe. Nice damage overall here for Classic. And GG gets called. Krystianer taking too many losses here. He cannot hold, cannot defend. And Classic, he will claim the series 2-1, becoming this week's Sparkling Tuna Cup champion. GG. GG, well played, Classic. He will claim the series. As a reminder, for this tournament, for this final specifically, they did agree on a shorter series of best of 3, but I'll be honest, Krystianer, he almost 2-0'd. He almost 2-0'd. Like, he was so close to winning out in game 2. He was so close. But again, we did see Krystianer panic, have some miscontrol, have some micro, and in the end, Classic capitalized on that. And with that, Classic pulls off the one base all in here. Once again, Krystianer misreading. Does misread. Winding it back, if you remember, Krystianer, he did decide to go for the fake proxy pylon into the Nexus, and that did not help. That hurt more than anything when it came to defending against an all-in. So very rough position there for Krystianer. Gambling a little bit, does gamba, and did gamble incorrectly, was punished. GG well played, just a very shaky defense there from Krystianer, and Classic overwhelms. So congratulations here to Classic. He will claim the series. Shout out to Krystianer for making a series out of it, and again, for almost 2-0, right? Like, I can see a 2-0 in favor of Krystianer if we had just tightened up our play in game 2. But regardless, congratulations, GG well played. Shout out to not just our top 2 players, but shout out to our semi-finalists. Shout out to Percival and Shameless for also making it into the top 4. Again, Krystianer did fight well to make it to the finals, to bring down Percival, and to almost 2-0 Classic as well. And also a shout out to Lelix for winning the random raffle. Put in a lot of work for that one, but Lelix, he does win the random raffle as well, so congratulations. Shout out to all of our earning players here. And with that, we are going to be wrapping up for the evening. A bit of a shorter broadcast, but that's all good. I know that we're clashing with RSL at the moment. We try not to, but this week was so just jam-packed full of StarCraft. There's like 3 events going on at once. There's the Tuna Cup, there's the WarDTV Spring Cup, and there's RSL. Like, it's a very jam-packed schedule at the moment. So we were we had to either skip Tuna Cup this week or have it here and now and clash with some of the tournaments, and did decide to clash. We didn't want to skip a week, but we'll do our best to try to schedule around stuff. It's just especially with GSL, like there's just no free slots available. Speaking of GSL, speaking of the rest of our broadcast schedule, we do have our schedule ahead of us here. Un momento, bam, there we go. When it comes to our schedule, as you can see here, tomorrow we have the GSL qualifiers. GSL Season 1 is almost done. There's 1 day left. Semifinals and finals. You can actually see it. You can see on Sunday, next week on Sunday, bam, there are the GSL finals on the weekend. But tomorrow, on Monday, as you can see at the beginning of the schedule graphic there, those are the qualifiers for Season 2. So the qualifiers are happening before Season 1 concludes. So that just shows how tight the schedule is. It's just a very, very tight schedule. There's just so much going on. So tomorrow we have Season 2 qualifiers, and next weekend we have the Season 1 semis and finals with the offline tournament. So a lot of StarCraft, a lot of content. Meanwhile, when it comes to the week schedule, we have the OSC Rising Star broadcast on Tuesday. We have MSO on Tuesday as well. Usually MSO is over the weekend, but because of RSL and because of GSL, we had to move everything around. So we have a rare MSO on a Tuesday. We have Kung Fu Cup on Wednesday. We have Pegasus Cup in the morning on Wednesday. We have the War TV Monday replay cast on Thursday. Typically, we have War TV Mondays on Mondays. But what's on Monday? GSL qualifiers. so we can't cast the What Is You Monday on Monday just because of the qualifiers, so we did reschedule it. We might just move that as well. We'll see what we do with the schedule. We have Amanthus on Friday, we have KSL, the Korean StarCraft League, on Saturday, and we have the RSL qualifiers. Sorry, the RSL playoffs. The Revival StarCraft League playoffs, they begin this week on Friday. Saturday is going to be the RSL playoffs. Bearing in mind that we do co-stream the playoffs. We don't have a clean feed like we do with GSL. Shout out to GSL for providing a clean feed, but for RSL we do cover it via a co-streaming method, which means that we also listen to like the caches themselves. We add our own commentary. It's like a react stream, if you will. So that's like co-streaming, react streaming to RSL. We have the podcast on Thursday. Again, we had to miss a podcast last week, 2 weeks ago, so we're a little bit backed up. But when it comes to the podcast, there's a lot to discuss. When it comes to the StarCraft Evolution content patch, when it comes to some of the other podcasts as well, we'll get into it, of course, on Thursday. So it's an intense schedule, kind of like, bookended with GSL qualifiers and GSL finals. I might end up moving War TV Monday just to have a morning free. That might be the plan, but we'll see what we do. Regardless, it's a packed schedule. So thanks for watching. Thanks so much for tuning in. We do appreciate it, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for the GSL qualifiers. True GSL qualifiers tomorrow. Make sure to tune in. Remember, we don't cast the qualifiers on Twitch, we don't cast them on YouTube. Where do we cast the qualifiers? On Soup. Soup is Afrika TV. They are the organizers of GSL, so all the live streaming that we do for GSL, we do cast it all live, by the way. We do it all live, but we cast it on Soup, and then we have the rebroadcast at some points on the other platforms. True, actually this schedule's not accurate. We have to we need to move some stuff around, actually. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. It's for us to worry about. But with that, so we are going to be wrapping up here for the time being. With that, thanks so much for watching, thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time. Until then, thanks for watching. Hasta luego. If you want to support us, you can do so via Patreon. True, I didn't even get to mention it, but this tournament itself is funded via the Patreon. You can see the goal just under my face here. Our current stretch goal for the Patreon, so you can help us grow the tournament prize pool even further and support the players further as well. It's all done via Patreon. You can support us. Thank you for all the support that we do achieve, by the way, that we do get through Patreon. Thank you so much for all the supporters. Thank you so much for all the patrons. And if you want to watch our VODs, YouTube is the place to be, right? If you see something, again, it's a really jam-packed schedule. If you want to watch GSL, if you want to watch RSL, if you want to watch KSL, Pegasus Cups, War TV Mondays, MSO, STC, Kung Fu Cup, KFCs, Amanthus, it's all on YouTube eventually. It all gets uploaded to YouTube, so if you can't watch live, YouTube is the place to be. Otherwise, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Until then, ciao, papi, ciao, hasta luego.